Hello. Okay, apologies for our YouTube friends. I forgot to start the stream. So again, I I do beg forgiveness for that small hiccup. Well, things happen, I suppose. Now, allow me to, whilst everyone is coming on YouTube. I'm going to fix another thing in my residence, but this is only going to be 20-25 seconds. So I will be back very soon. Hey, what is that symbol? What? Oh. What is that? What is that comment that I see? It's kind of. It's a little. It leaves me a little. Huh? What do you mean? Does it mean that you're blowing? Does it mean that you're expirating? I sneeze at the screen guy. Blowing share. Okay. I'm glad. Blowing up. Oh no. Careful. It's going to blow. It's going to blow. Please, take cover. Let's see. I think that we ought be able to increase the bitrate, even if only a little. That's wonderful. I'm just going to do a test here of where can I read it? Okay, we should get something from Pillow Talk. Pillow Talk audio. Let's see. Guided meditation or boyfriend confronts you after an argument. We can. Okay, this is a tender monologue. We can do this too. We're not going to do the entire script, but we can. We can at least warm up a little bit. Oi, You did a great blow. Thank you. I'm glad. Wait, when I. Alright. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. Additional weight and additional font size. Boyfriend comforts you after an argument. Written by Starry Stacy. Summary. Read by Alcanista Venerotti. Summary. After a bad fight, your boyfriend storms off in anger. But halfway home, panic sets in at the thought of losing you. He rushes back to your door in the middle of the night, dropping his pride to get a hurtful apology. He begs for your forgiveness and promises to always choose you over his ego. Don't shall be urgent, breathless, speaking to a closed door. Baby, please, just open the door. I know it's 2 in the morning. I know you probably don't want to look at me right now, and I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. But please, just let me in. Actually, we're gonna reduce the gain a little bit here. Just give me 5 minutes. If you want me to leave after that, I will. I promise I will. But I can't be out there knowing you're in. But I can't be out there knowing you're in here hurting. Please, sweetheart. A heavy shake exhale of relief. Phew! As the imaginary door opens, voice drops to a soft broken whisper. Alright. Thank you. Thank you. God, look at your eyes. They're so red. You've been crying this whole time, haven't you? Don't look away from me, baby. Please, I need to see you. I need you to see how completely incredible sorry I am. I am so sorry. I am so sorry, baby. I didn't even make it halfway home. I was driving and the silence in my car was just... it was deafening. My hands were gripping the steering wheel. My blood was still boiling from the argument, and then suddenly the anger just vanished. I just completely evaporated, and it was replaced by this cold, sinking terror in my chest. All I could see was the look on your face when I walk out, the way your shoulders drop, the way your voice broke when you tried to defend yourself against the things I was saying. My cat is just entering my room. A cat. She just... my cat just got on my bed like she owns it. No, cat, the boxes. Okay. I think my boxes are safe. Reminder that you're awesome. I had to pull the car over. I literally had to pull over to the side of the road because I just couldn't breathe. I sat there in the dark and... oh my god, the stove! And I realized what I had just done. I realized that I took the most beautiful Well, we can mark a new one there. I never read that in chat before. What I had just done. Someone brought Pussy jar. Oh no no, this is what the speaker had done. Okay, yeah, no, this is not what the Amici had done. Like if it was the list of things that the Amici had done, it'd be a very long list. I realized that I took the most beautiful, precious, amazing person. Yes, yeah, amazing person in my entire life, and I use my words to hurt her. Oh right, actually, yeah, I ought to be looking at YouTube because the chat isn't going to appear in. Okay, okay. I let my ego and my temper win, and I walk away, leaving you to cry alone in the dark. I couldn't go home. The thought of going to my apartment, getting into my bed, and trying to sleep while knowing that my girl, my entire world, you, was lying awake, hurting because of me. I couldn't do it. It made me sick to my stomach. I turned the car around so fast, I broke every speed limit getting back here. I just needed to get back to you. I needed to see you. Okay, and that's enough of this one. By the way, I actually forgot to. Sorry, some the roommate stuff. It doesn't matter, but yes. Okay, I completely forgot about that detail. Okay, okay. Sorry, something that is separate from alchemy, so I probably ought to not to talk about it, even if it's not a big deal. Okay, so this is the script. Yeah, she just she's just resting in my bed. That's 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 her bed now. Okay, so this one is titled "In All the Quiet Ways." Oh right, and I actually am supposed to search for mesmerizing relaxing audios. I found a script that was posted 11 years ago. Let's see if the script actually feels different. Like it is actually such a long time ago. Fascinating. Truly and simply astounding. I'm telling you, I never, ever seen a script this old. You know, I probably should also pay attention to what's happening in my Twitter and stuff. I probably should try and take care of my socials. You know, that is one of the things that I wanted to focus on more, wanted to do better in um, these days was to actually get the organization and discipline to mm, actually be able to handle all of the um, I love the obligations that come with a streamer. That is to say, handling all the socials, actually sharing, um, marketing yourself on the different sites, and all that wonderful stuff. If I truly want to get ahead and become professional, then I have to really put the effort in and do the things besides just streaming to actually be so. All right, so I'm gonna drink a little bit of water and I'm going to start this script. But I can read the summary at the very least. In not the quiet ways. Summary. Late at night, unable to sleep, you lay beside your sleeping partner, quietly reflecting on loving someone so deeply. As the world outside sleeps, you confess the fears, longing, devotion, quiet intimacy that come with building a life with another person. A soft, romantic reflection about love woven into ordinary moments. Okay, starting in a few seconds. Author's note. This scene occurs late at night in not the quiet voice, written by Feral Libra, read by Alcanista Buenarroti. Author's note. This scene occurs late at night whilst the speaker is lying awake next to their sleeping partner. I have written it with the intention that the speaker's tone is soft throughout. Suggested pauses have been added at intervals to help with pacing, but feel free to alter it to your own preference. The overall intent is for a soft, slow delivery. Sounds good to me. Actually, this one would make more sense for this track, for this script. Also, I should remember to thank Miss Sunshine next time she pops in, but thank you, grazie mille, Miss Sunshine, Little Sunshine 20. for the streak of 5 streams, 5 consecutive streams. Can you believe it? I can because I know how amazing she is. Okay. Okay. I don't think I'll ever get used to this. To these moments while the rest of the world sleeps where I can watch you unguarded. During the day, it's easier to become distracted by everything else. Work, conversations, errands, life. Love becomes folded into ordinary things then. Passing you the coffee you forgot on the counter. Brushing against you in the hallway. Sending you something funny because I know exactly what kind of loud it'll pull from you. But nighttime is different. There is no distractions here. Not with you beside me like this. I think that's why I stay awake so often after you fall asleep. Because these hours feel strangely untouched by the rest of the world. Like, for just a little while, we sleep quietly outside of time's embrace. And in that stillness, I can finally admit things I don't always know how to during the day. Like how much I love you. How frighteningly and quietly deep it goes. I used to think that love will feel dramatic when it happened. Like lightning or a storm arriving suddenly. But loving you has felt much softer than that. More gradual. Like the tide slowly reshaping the shoreline before I realized the landscape of my life had changed completely. One day, I just looked at you and understood that my life had started arranging itself around your presence in it, naturally, is instinctively. The way that flowers turn towards the sun, seeking its warmth. You became the person I wanted to tell things to first, who I started measuring days by, the quiet thought underneath everything else. Sometimes I catch myself noticing something beautiful and immediately wondering how I will describe it to you later. As the every lovely thing in the world has become tangled up with the desire to share it with you. Oh, it's strange. No one prepares you for how intimate love really is. People talk so much about passion, about intensity, about wanting someone so badly it consumes you whole. But no one really talks about this part, the gentleness of it. The gentleness of it. The way Another person slowly becomes threaded through the fabric of your everyday life until you can't separate them from your understanding of home anymore. Home. I think it's a feeling your body learns in the presence of someone who loves you well. A loosening, a quieting, sense that you no longer have to hold yourself so carefully all the time. That and that's what you become for me. Somewhere the sharpest parts of me can rest without fear of being mishandled. The comfort I return to after carrying too much for too long. And maybe that's why loving you feels so extraordinary to me. Because I know how hard it is to move through this world carrying your own griefs, your own history, your own scars, and still remain soft enough to love someone gently. There's courage in that, I think, more than people realize. Sometimes I look at you and feel this strange ache in my chest because I know how temporary everything is. Not us specifically, just mm, life, moments, versions of ourselves. Nothing stays untouched forever, and maybe that's why nights like this feel so precious to me, because I know they'll pass. This exact version of us will vanish someday. This room, this season of our lives, this moment we're living inside right now without fully realizing it. But tonight exists. Tonight you're here beside me, and the world outside can wait. Tonight I can lie here in the dark and love you quietly without needing anything more than this. And that feels enormous to me. Mm. I think there's a kind of grief woven into love. Not because it's sad, but because when something becomes precious enough, you realize it can be lost. And I don't think I fully understood that before you. Never understood how terrifying and beautiful it is to have another person matter this much. You altered the scale of my life simply by existing inside it. There are parts of me that became softer because you touched them kindly. Parts that became braver because you loved them patiently. And I don't know how to thank you for that. For making tenderness feel safe. For teaching me that love doesn't always arrive with a thunderclap. Sometimes it arrives quietly, day after day, until one day you realize someone has built a home inside your heart, and you no longer remember what that space felt like before them. I wish I could describe my love for you the way poets describe the moon. I wish language were deep enough for the feeling of loving someone. Across time, across ordinary days, across exhaustion and seasons and changing versions of ourselves. Because that's the real miracle, isn't it? Not simply being loved once, but being loved continuously, again and again and again. Chosen in a dozen small, nearly invisible ways until devotion becomes its own language. Hmm. I think that's what this is for me. Devotion. Quiet and steady and woven into the bones of my life. And I hope someday we'll be old and still finding each other in the dark like this. Still, still asleep beside each other, while the rest of the world turns quietly on without us for a few hours. I hope so. Oh, I hope so. Because I love you. I love you in all the quiet ways that matter most. Okay. That is In All the Quiet Ways, written by Fera Libra, read by Alconis de Buonarroti. Give me a few minutes, please. Apologies for taking so long. I was handling an unexpected situation. But it is solved now. Alright. Let us continue reading for a little bit. And reading meditations for a little bit. We will do the mesmerizing audio, the mesmerizing scream, at least a part of it. It will be at least fun to try it. And after that, I think we can have a bit of a soft-spoken sounds. I want to try something new. Here's the hope and I'll be ready for it. He is a true fugitive. Chapter 24. He is a true fugitive that flies from reason, by which men are sociable. He blind, who cannot see with the eyes of understanding. He poor, that stands in need of another, and had not in himself all things needful for in this life. He opposed him of the world, who by being discontented with those things that happen unto him in the world, doth as it were apostatize, and separate himself from common nature's rational administration. For the same nature it is that brings this unto thee, whatsoever it be, that first brought thee into the world. He raises sedition in the city, who by irrational actions withdraws his own soul from that one and common soul of all rational creatures. Two more chapters. One moment, please. Wait. Chapter 25. There is, without so much as a code, and there is, without so much as a book, doth but philosophy in practice. I am half naked, neither had I bread to eat, and yet I depart not from reason, said one. But I say, I want the food of good teaching and instructions, and yet I depart not from reason. Chapter 26. What art and profession soever thou hast learned, endeavour to affect it, and comfort thyself in it, and pass the remainder of thy life as one who, from his whole heart, commits himself and whatsoever belongs unto him, unto the gods. And as for men, carry not thyself either tyrannically or servilely towards any. Wonderful. Alright, I'm gonna drink a little bit of water. I will be back in 1 minute. Apologies for taking so long. Okay. Okay. Apologize. Busy thoughts departing in 5, 4, 3. Written by Script Dr. Nick. Summary. A little something different from me. It's pretty much out there in the text. The rest is in the script. Okay. Keep your eyes closed for me. Keep your eyes closed and focus on the sound of my voice. Don't worry about the words I say. Just allow yourself to grow used to the sound of my voice in your ear. Use this time to settle in and get comfy. Use this time to adjust your body and readjust if you need to. Use it to position and reposition yourself until you find the comfiest way to lie in bed. And while you're doing that, allow yourself to grow used to my voice in your mind. You don't even need to think about it. All you have to do is listen, and it will happen. I know my voice relaxes you. I know because you're listening. And all I want to do is relax you. That's why I am speaking to you right now. That's why I'm dragging this out with all these extra little words that I don't really need to say. It's so you had time to grow used to my voice. Grow used to the way it relaxes you. Grow used to the way it massages your ears. Grow used to the way it suits your mind. Look forward to the pleasure it'll keep bringing, so long as I keep talking. And I'm going to keep talking. I'm going to drag this out with more and more words, because I want to relax you. Because I know that my voice suits you. So, I'm going to keep speaking, and you'll keep relaxing. And eventually, you'll drop into a deep, restorative trance. Maybe you'll drop deep, so deep, right away. Maybe you'll drop only a little bit at a time, And then a little bit more, and a little bit more. Either way, the more my voice relaxes you, the deeper you'll drop. No matter how deep you drop in the end. I know sometimes it happens very quickly. I know sometimes it takes a little longer. I know sometimes your mind is so busy it feels almost impossible. But I also know you find the sound of my voice so soothing. I know because you're listening. And so even now, as I say this, I know you're more relaxed now than you were just a minute ago. I know you're dropping even now, bit by bit. That's why I'm going to keep talking, so you can keep dropping, bit by bit, into a deep restorative trance. I know sometimes you're so tired, you're exhausted to think, so you can start off with a mind that's already pretty nearly blank and empty. But I know that other times it's so full of busy thoughts. It's almost like they're crowding me out before my words can even reach you. That's why the words I'm saying aren't all that important right now. That's why I want you to focus on my voice alone. Not the words I'm saying, but the sounds I make with it. Focus on the exquisite pleasure that you find in the sound of my voice alone. Grow used to the sound of my voice in your ears as you settle deeper and deeper into a state of growing relaxation. Grow used to the sound of my voice in your mind as you settle into a state that will only grow deeper and deeper and ever more relaxing as long as I keep talking. It's happening right now. My voice is already lulling you deeper and deeper. It doesn't matter if your mind is already blank and empty. It doesn't matter if it's full of busy thoughts crowding my voice to the very back of your mind. My voice is still there, in your ears, in your mind. And I know you find my voice relaxing. That's why you're listening to me. That's why you already started dropping into a deep restorative trance. It's okay if you haven't blanked out yet. It's okay if your mind feels a lump away from empty. It's okay because you're still listening. And listening to my voice. Just the sound of my voice helps you relax. relax. It doesn't matter what I say. My voice alone lulls you deeper and deeper into a rich, restorative trance. But if I'm going to keep talking, I have to say something. So I'm going to tell you how to relax even more. It doesn't matter whether you hear me or not. It doesn't matter if all those busy thoughts are clamoring too loud for you to make out what I say. It doesn't matter because you're still listening to the sound of my voice. And even if you miss the words I'm saying, you'll still hear them in the very back of your mind. And what your mind hears right now is me telling you to imagine yourself in a train station. Imagine you're in a platform. Imagine that you're seated on a bench facing the tracks. It doesn't matter what any of it might look like. You can be inside or outside. It can be an elevated track or underground. It can be a sleek or modern station, or even futuristic. Or it can be quaintly nostalgic, beautifully conserved, maybe with just the right touch of rundown after so many years of use. All that matters is that you're on a bench facing the tracks. Visualize it if you like, or imagine that you already shut your eyes. Feel the bench underneath you. Sense the train approaching. Hear the voices of passengers chattering around you as they wait for their train to arrive. Hear them move up to the edge of the platform in anticipation of boarding while you stay right where you are. Just listen. Listen to them chatter. Some are in groups, speaking over each other. Others are on their phones, talking somebody's ear off. You feel the air still, and the train swoops in. It gradually slows down right in front of you, with its brakes screeching. You feel the air die down as it comes to a standstill, and then the doors sting open. And when the doors sting open, all those voices pass inside. And once they're all inside, the doors sting shut. Couldn't enough. And the train moves on in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now it's gone. And so are all those chatty people who climb on board. All those harried passengers prattling on. They were all the busy thoughts in your head. And now they're gone. Others may come. But this is the busiest line in service at its busiest time of day. Another train is always due. And any time a new thought comes to you, it merely passes through on its way on board the train that just pulled in. Anytime a new thought talks over my voice, It disappears again as soon as those doors think shut, sealing them in. And soon enough, each new thought is born out of the station, leaving you here with just my voice in your ears. See, here comes another train, disturbing the air around us, gliding in along the platform, opening its doors to whatever thoughts might have come to you just now to distract from me. And now the doors are closing, and the train routes up to leave in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you drop deeper. Each time those thoughts are borne away, you drop deeper and deeper into a rich restorative trance where all you can hear is the sound of my voice relaxing you. It doesn't matter if more thoughts come, because another train will sweep in and promptly whisk them away. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and again you're left behind with only the sound of my voice in your ears, relaxing you, lulling you, guiding you into a deep, restorative trance in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And once again, you drop deeper and deeper into a rich and relaxing restorative trance. Maybe your mind goes blank. Maybe your mind is finally empty. But it's perfectly okay if other thoughts come, because they'll be off again, carried away by this train that's arriving and now departing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again and again, one train after another carries out those pesky thoughts away, leaving you alone with me and the sound of my voice. I know my voice relaxes you. That's why it's my voice on the PA. All the other trains come and go unannounced, but my voice on the PA is telling you when yours is due. My voice is counting down the arrival of the train that will carry you off into an even deeper, richer restorative trance. 10. Keep your eyes shut. Hold out your hand. Feel mine in yours, ready to guide you onto the train. 9. Stand up, and as you rise to your feet, feel how incredibly heavy you become, with every limb feeling so delightfully weighted with bone-deep exhaustion. 8. Let me guide. I know you're so heavy, you don't want to move. That's why I'm here, to guide you where you need to go. 7. Trust that you won't have to move an inch farther than you possibly could, not with this incredibly heavy sensation weighting you down, so deep within trance. 6. Here's the train now, above the sweet inn right in front of us. Hold my hand, and I'll lead you to where the doors will open, a few short steps ahead. 5. The train is in the station now, slowing down, down, down. 4. The doors dink open. 3. Step inside. This car's a sleeper car, and straight ahead is your compartment. 2. Your bed is waiting. Just take these last few steps and then climb in and get comfy. 1. Listen to my voice. The doors are dinking shut, but that's not important. Just listen to my voice. The train is pulling away now, but that's not important either. Relax to my voice. Other thoughts, other voices, other passengers might still come, mute and distant, outside your compartment. But the conductor is there to quietly lead them alone, out of the sleeper car to where they won't disturb you, so you can be left alone here, with my voice in your ears. I know my voice relaxes you. I know because you're listening. And because you've been listening all this time, you're so relaxed. And because you're so relaxed, you drop even deeper into rich, restorative trance. And you can do this as many times as you like. You can play this on loop as much as you'd like. You can loop around and around like a train on its circuit. You can stay right here in bed with my voice soothing you all the while. You can lie here and sleep so deeply, all the while dreaming of a train station. You can sleep and dream, imagining yourself on a bench on the platform. You can sink deeper and deeper, letting each train whiz away any intrusive voice that disturbs you. And you can keep listening to me and my soothing voice. Listen to me and my soothing voice. Listen and let go. listen to my voice and sleep in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Asleep. Alright, that was Busy Thoughts Departing in 5, 4, 3, written by Script Doctor Nick, read by Agonista Unarate. Just give me a few minutes, I'll be back in 3 minutes. I think I need to. I need to. Wow, that had quite an effect on me. Alright. All right. Um, I will try to simply ramble some of my thoughts in this part. So beforehand, I apologize if anything here sounds a little disorganized. The truth is that even if I do a lot of effort so that it wouldn't seem so obvious during streams or as a public figure, the truth is that I am scared a lot of the time. Scared of saying the wrong thing, scared of not being a note. Scared of being so finite, scared of not having enough time to do everything mm, that I want to do. I always look at so many of the bigger VTubers and I tend to feel so incredibly jealous of the fact that they can live their dreams 100% full on. You know, the way that every moment of their daily life is them working at a job that they absolutely love. No, there is something more than that. It's almost as if their life becomes a kind of dream. They are always going from one amazing thing to the next. And they are always fully living. It is rare to be able to have every moment of your life be a wild, bold step towards every one of your dreams one by one. It's so rare when it happens, so incredibly rare, but every time that it does, it is a treasure. And watching the amazing dreamlike life that so many of the bigger idols have, it makes me feel not only that I want to reach that for myself, but that I also want to show you the beauty of someone chasing their dreams without their mind, and especially to show you the different ways in which you yourself can do the same in your own little way. Yes, I think that what is most important to me. That I can show you that there are ways for you to how to put it? For you to bring forth the dream and ideas that are within you. It does not need to be in its complete form at the start. A simple sketch or the graphing of a herbert is enough to simply plant the seedling is a note. The beauty of pursuing your dreams lies not only in the goal or even in the sharing of beautiful moments with many people, but that in the beauty and dignity of you pursuing something that you truly believe in, you are truly you, independent and free from the shackles of your past, of your history, of your doubts, and of the world around you. That creation, hobby, passion, that art is you. It can be you, pure and unfiltered you. And I think the thing that scares me the most is that I often fail to mark so much to my own ideas of essentially what I just said there, of being absolutely committed in every moment of your life, to have every step of your life happen with conviction. That is what I want the most, to be able to fully be something I believe in. And I hope I can reach that someday. Well, this concludes um, the stream for today. Thank you, grazie mille a tutti le gente che passeranno per questa trasmissione. Grazie a Little Sunshine 20, thank you so much for keeping out the streak. You really are awesome, you know? And grazie a Vexa. It is so good to see you again, my friend. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Buono, questo è stato con questa buona rete. Vi devo che vuole regalare a tutti gli amici molto felice. Oh, or in YouTube it will be Surfega. I totally forgot about that. Very well. Now, be warned. Be warned. The stream. I'm going to just send you to the waiting room. That one already has um, the soft music. But thank you so very much again to everyone who stopped by. We'll start at roughly the same time tomorrow. Also ASMR. And I think that I go to a bit of soft alchem. I think that will be the best. Bueno. Adios. See you tomorrow. Adapa, Michi. Adapa. Love ya.